Hey everyone! Today I'm going to be talking about the difference between white and whole grain bread. I think it's really important that if you're making the decision between the two at the grocery store, you know the difference between them and you know why one is healthier than the other. So bread is one of the first modern foods that humans created, and we've been eating it for thousands of years. Bread is created from wheat, and wheat is a grass. Humans haven't really been able to eat grass very successfully. We can't digest it very well, unlike other animals. So what do? We eat the seed instead. Seeds are really nutritious. They're full of vitamins, minerals, protein, fat, and carbohydrates, so they're very balanced. So what people might not realize is that wheat and things like corn are grasses, and we eat the seeds of these. And from a plant's perspective, they the seed is like their baby, and they want to protect it so that it can grow up to be an adult. However, from a human perspective, when we eat these seeds, they have this sort of protective mechanism on them that prevent us from really utilizing the nutrients, and also some seeds just make us sick. So what do? We grind them up and we mix it with yeast and water and we bake it, and this releases a lot of the nutrients, makes them a lot more bioavailable, so our body can absorb and utilize them a lot better. The wheat seed has three components: the endosperm, the bran, and the germ. And when we make white bread or white flour, we strip away the bran and the germ, which have all of the vitamins and minerals in them, most of the vitamins and minerals in them. We're left with the endosperm, which is the energy-dense part of the seed. It's going to provide all the energy for the seed while it's growing. So we use the endosperm to make white bread and pasta because it makes a lighter, fluffier bread. And that's why we prefer it. Back in the ancient times, this was given to the people that were higher class. And the lower class people got the bread that had all of the parts in it, kind of just like whatever the baker had. So it's for a long time been considered like the lower class bread, which is kind of interesting to think about when it's actually the healthier part. So whole grain bread is healthier because it has all three parts. It has all of the nutrients, all of the protein, fiber, and fat. When we eat white bread, we've had all of that stripped away. And when you look at the label and you compare the two, you might look at white bread and say, well, actually the protein's quite comparable and there's a lot of vitamins and minerals in it. However, these vitamins and minerals have just been synthesized and then added back in. So they're not naturally occurring anymore. And this is comparable to if you were to think about eating whole foods and getting all of your vitamins and minerals from your whole foods compared to taking vitamin pills. There's just something missing about the vitamin pills. When we get our vitamins and minerals from whole foods, there's a whole bunch of other components that we're also eating that helps us digest these vitamins and minerals and makes them more bioavailable, and they're better absorbed and utilized in the body. So when you're buying bread, you want to look at the ingredient list. Not as much the label. Bread companies are gonna make the nutrition table look very similar because that's kind of, what people look at when they're looking at bread. But if you were to look at the ingredient list and you see the first ingredient is whole grain wheat, then you know it has all three components, all of the vitamins and minerals are naturally occurring in it, and it's gonna have fiber naturally, it's gonna have the protein naturally, and it's just all around better for you. If you really love white bread, I hope you understand now the difference between the two, and I encourage you to just try whole grain bread. Just taste it and try and get used to it because it is a lot more nutritious for you.